He can play whatever he likes.
Yeah.
I think he really wants to play Aurelia. He's been hovering it quite a few times. I remember there was a time where he was like practicing it so much. Of course, it was meta for a little bit, but he does like to go back.
Yeah, though for closer, he's very pushed up, but Chovy's low, so I mean it's an Aurora. He should be able to get out.
Should be able to. Does get caught there, as you can see, down to 50% now as Canyon gonna try and get out. Oh my god, he's almost gonna kill both of them, which is kind of ridiculous. Lands the Q there as Closer just needs one more auto. That's gonna be it! First blood goes over, 1v2 for Closer in the mid lane.
Looks like he doesn't want to go out, he wants to go in, and he gets the kill on the Canyon, who's had a disastrous early game so far. The handback, just get the scuttle.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to win this one, but with Chovy turning up, it's looking pretty favored towards Keen. Finds the shock blast as Morgan is going to have to come in and he saves his teammate. Oh, Bro. At least a third of one as Bro looking to put on another sandal. Okay, yeah, it's going to move on over, and I think they're just going to try and make sure that they don't lose out on the feat of strength.
I think Bro should be cautious about this. They already got one, so it's fine to leave now if they need.
Oh, with Closer turning up though, it is looking a little bit dangerous. Deadly Flourish goes wide. As the smite comes down, that is one apiece on these grubs. The last one is going to be given over to Bro by the looks of things. Gen.G not wanting to poke the bear too much. We'll be able to win one game to at least equalize with B&K.
Yeah.
So if they win this one here, even if they go ahead...
I kind of expect him to have pressure.
Oh, another ulti does come down here from Closer. Hits a whole bunch of buttons and Chovy has to flash.
Does miss the cannon though, sadly, for Closer, but I think he's okay with that. Oh,
whoa, he's flashing in! Can he get the pullback? It's not going to happen. So he doesn't quite have the damage there. He's investing a lot. Going to be one of those grubs locked down. It looks like it is going to be a feat of strength though going over to Gen.G and a grub advantage as Humbug has given up on going for that one. They did grab the Cloud Drake. First one that spawned. Next one's going to be up in this turret though, as we can see. Duro is over here and Canyon's in the vicinity, but that is a lot of damage as the Zenith Blade doesn't quite work out here for Duro. The ulti comes through once again as Chovy is likely to die because Humbug is there waiting for him back at his soul. As it looks like Gen.G are going to be able to even out the Dragons. That is going to get them another... Morgan, I don't think is going to be able to stop this one from going down. So that is just feats of strength, or at least being as much as a big objective to watch out for as we were thinking perhaps in the beginning of the season.
Yeah. But yeah, Bro definitely still in there if they aren't able to get it, because right now Gen.G has the lead for those. But it is
like leave it into it as well. Often with the Muramana, you see a lot of lethality style builds. Gen.G, they get themselves the feat as well. Really felt like that moment was like the classic Paul Walker.
No, you still have your root and your ult, so OG coming in.
You convert attack speed to damage. It's all right. We've got a teleport coming in from Morgan. Probably already taking a lot of damage as that Deadly Flourish. Pretty dangerous onto height, but he's able to move himself out of the way without having to invest the cleanse. Chovy and Morgan with the same idea as Morgan. Going to mitigate some of the CC, but the Solar Flare still going to connect. Vault Breaker comes through. They look for Chovy on the back end. He tries to ult his way out, but Morgan says no. Duro is likely to fall as well, but Canyon's already taken down Polo, but he falls for it, and Closer is also there. Flashes over the wall to pick up another, and just slips between the veils. Can he keep himself safe? That's the question. Is Hype not going to be taken down, but it's great aim from Rule. I think this is one they don't want to give up. Giving Soul Point over, especially when it's Infernal Soul. Oh, and they're going to lose their outer turret as well. Right things in the last fight. As, the Hex Splash opportunity to come through. Is the Unbound Soul not going to be enough there as the ulti? Oh, nice. Oh, they interrupt the Blast Cone, and Chovy is delivered on a silver platter. Duro going in as well. Does have the Eclipse to try and keep himself safe. Now Morgan is spotted on that control ward. Humbug burning down, and Rule is able to take down the cow.
Baron, but Arakan as well. And then as a result, they just end up sacrificing Dragon, and now Gen.G
does come in from Morgan. Right on top of the rest of his teammates, making sure that he's going to be here to assist. As Polo, there's the Unbreakable Will. They've already committed to that button as Stranglethorns come in. They do manage to secure this Arakan, and now Duro is likely just dead. Chovy was looking to come in, but doesn't quite work out there. That shock blast, a lot of value, but no follow-up. And Bro are just going to say, all right, may as well take the Baron as well.
Can be a little bit risky as the health bars get low. Yes, it doesn't matter if they die, but if they give up the Baron, that definitely does.
Oh yeah, there's the pulverizers. This ulti right into the backline is gigantic from Humbug. They take down Ruler. They learnt from their previous mistakes. And now Morgan dives in. The Baron going to help him out there as Gen.G. They've just fumbled the ball.
Beautiful play from Bro there, though. No intent to finish the Baron initially. They wanted to fight with the Atacam buffs.
This would be so bro if they lose Baron to a Shock Blast from Keen, but it's not going to happen! Humbug is going to be able to lock that one down, and that Shock Blast is somehow going to miss, as of course it was blind, so he was just trying to find an option. They take mid out of turret as well.
When you pay your bro tax, this is what you get.
Exactly, and they're going to get Solar Flared as well, as Humbug going to try and get out of there. Will successfully do so. But remember, of course, you know, it's a quick trip home, as Canyon just gets one shot!
Where'd he go?
One shot by Closer! What the heck was that? Damage was absolutely obscene. This guy sitting on 3 items. Shadow Flame, I believe, was just completed. And yeah, Gen.G learnt about it. Inhib turret gonna go down. Inhibitor sure to follow. And remember, they still have the Voracious buff. This is still basically risk-free. A bit of map control for what they've done. So the Drake is going to spawn and immediately does go down. Hype now. Good wave clear here for Gen.G though.
Yeah, Hype just ate a Shock Blast. I mean, this build with the Jace, you kind of more bruisery. Your Shock Blast don't do that much damage.
Humbug is just dead. Okay, there's the 2-man Pulverize from Polo, but no follow-up for that one as well because Closer was nowhere in the vicinity. They're looking now for Chovy, who ults his way forward. They get on top of Polo, who gets another Pulverize. I just don't know whether it's going to be enough, although the Acathian Rain is making things happen. Hype gets into the back line. He's flashing after Ruler, and he'll find the Void Seeker of Death. My God, that did so much damage, but they're unable to take down the Jin, who I don't think can even afford to press his ultimate button, because if Hype hits him with a W, he's just dead. And so he's just going to hold on to that one, and in the end, Bro actually make it work.
I'm not even sure if they had vision of Chovy, because Hype avoided the ult coming out from the Yone. I'm not sure if it was blind or not, but some fantastic moves. If he got hit by that,
oh yeah,
completely different fight. You don't pick Jin.
What's a gun? Well, Morgan, he's going to get snared, but not too worried about it as, oh God, here comes Closer with his bazooka. The Stranglethorn's not really getting enough down, as the ultimate now employed by Ruler. It hasn't actually landed any kills just yet. Bro's health bars are starting to fall low, though. It's now Closer in trouble. And another Pulverize here from Polo, which is his death throws in the end. So Humbug and Polo both falling down, and Bro not quite finding the Baron fight that they were looking for there.
Yeah, now opportunity for Gen.G to move over to. They have an obscene amount of DPS on Baron right now, with Chovy and Canyon and Ruler as well to secure. So if Bro want to stop this, they have to move in a fight. Yeah. Morgan half HP, Closer not there. It's 2v5 right now.
Yeah, Keen at full health is so scary as well. Deadly Flourish is going to stop him in his tracks. So back to the Baron they go, and Gen.G will be able to secure that objective. Manage to get it working well, but Bro just take control of the Dragon. Yep. And they will be able to take that one down. They traded for an Innertizing the Baron side of the fight, as we can see.
I think this...
Oh, Deadly Flourish comes in. The ulti gonna get that cleanse out from Hype.
Cleanse and flash, that's big to secure.
I mean, Chovy almost just died as he dives in! I don't know about that one, Hype. Oh dear, he's gonna go into his Zonyas. The rest of Bro trying to turn up. Chovy almost dead, but he's not. That's the main thing. Oh no, we were talking about that challenger energy and it wasn't what we wanted to see. Morgan deciding not to flash, he get himself out of that one. And oh dear, that could have...
Byron, they were so close. They've had such good control this game, and Bro, completely different.
I feel like Hype took it personally.
Yeah, being both
Hype. But yeah. This inner turret, not long for the world.
I just like, I hate to blame. I don't want to put it on anyone, but there's going to be someone in the chat who hasn't paid their bro tax and is just realizing now. Yeah. This might be on you.
Yeah, and you might be busy blaming Hype, but that's not how that one goes as they engage. They do find the Jin in that backline, but can they get more? That is the question. Duro taking a lot of damage, trying to taxi his way out, but the only way he's getting out is in a body bag. Double kill for Closer.
I feel like
we're wrong.
We're strapped into a roller coaster, and it is going fast.
It's going fast, but the track is long. Let's just say that.
It is a long journey.
And I never pretend to be. As Grasping Root's going to land once again, but Headbutt Pulverize is going to be in response. Stranglethorn's not getting a whole lot of value, and my God, if Hype ever lands these, and they're just dead, as Canyon does have to go golden, into the backline goes Closer, and he keeps himself alive between the veils, and he's going to be able to get out.
Sorry, Closer's already TP'd in the...
Yeah, Morgan. He's got 6 items. He can just walk at this Jin. Look at him. He's like, I'm going to block it for you guys. My health bar does not go down. But Rulers does, as we can see. Killer Instinct into the backline once again. But this time for Hype, it's going to work. The ulti from Chovy doesn't work at all. And he times it well that time. Hype's going to go golden. And the Bros in the one game out of the 3 that they've played so far that we thought that they would not get a look in. This is the Kesper Cup champions doing it again against Gen.G.
Immediately.
Whoa.
Lee Sin coming in for handback quickly, so a lot of confidence in that pick. Definitely feels like Gen.G have quite a sort of defensive counter dive sort of comp. Like if you come into them, they have a lot of tools to play around with. They have a lot of DPS.
And he is Jax, but he's also Jax. Like it's gonna be tough. They're waiting for him to press his buttons, but they may not even need to. As Counter-Strike does finally come up. The turret's getting frustrating as another dive here towards the top side. Polo tanks as much as he possibly can. And yes, there's the death of Morgan towards the bottom side as the Sonic Wave. Oh God! He's teleported in as well. As they're expecting him near these grubs, but Humbug's going to come down towards his bottom side. Good disdain to get Keen out of there, but the safeguard forward, Tempest and Cripple. And the Q is going to miss, but I have a feeling Keen is still dead. There it is, Leap Strike and the Empower, and that is...
Yeah, there's no one here to back up handback, which is the concern, because Chovy can move in. And this is important that Chovy is here, because handback, Lee Sin can easily steal away a neutral objective with the X.
That's 2 objectives immediately, though, here for Gen.G.
That's pretty massive, a good start.
Yeah, but any that Gen.G can pick up means like Void Mites and all that sort of stuff, which can be a little bit of trouble. Bro gonna move in. All right, Arrow is gonna find Ruler in the back line. Completely insane here as Morgan now diving forward. Finds the counter-strike. The kick is gorgeous onto Ruler as well, and he'll even find the Q. Chovy manages to take down the Pigeon on the back end of the fight, but they don't care about that. Bro are looking to grab 3 grubs for themselves.
Those 2 ultimates they still had, they got massive value from, able to
How did Hype hit that? That was sick.
Threaded the needle, honestly. The amount of people who are in front and Ruler just getting caught doesn't quite have that cleanse, which he burned earlier. The perfect timing.
Yeah, that is just going to be feats of strength if they're able to do this. Polo getting the information, but there's not a whole lot they can do about it. As Humbug moves over and he's so Humbug could get here pretty quickly. Does find a Q over. Let's see whether he goes in for the steal. This is almost an opportunity, but decides that they do not really mind about it. And as they're trading, heroic entrance going to be an opportunity as Polo taking a lot of poke damage. The Rip Carol being thrown down in the middle of this one as well, just to create chaos. Great kick out. But now, can they actually win the fight? That's the question. As Polo, the Flash Magnus Storm, but just gets thrown out of there. Beautiful mitigation and peel. We mentioned that Gen.G has this in their composition. They'll now be able to move Shelly towards the mid lane and grab that outer turret. And they're going to be able to grab a second charge as well. Some extra value and possibly, yeah, even this inner turret at the same time. So yeah, grats on your Chemtech, Drake. That's 2 turrets. How do they do that?
Like, as in more than 0.
Well, Chovy's going to be able to grab the second turret for Gen.G, sorry, 3rd turret for Gen.G, as they were able to eradicate them from the mid lane. They also broken the shield on Ruler. That is definitely valuable. Hail of Arrows coming down, though. Arakan getting lower and lower. Can Humbug make something happen? That's the question, as Chovy looking to get in position so that he can press that ult button and not get interrupted. Okay, Keen, you just going to disdain forward? He is. Let's see how much damage he can actually take here as Polo just gets obliterated. Humbug gets into the back line, but I don't know about that one. Lands another Q, gets the flash kick to take down the Urgot, and now it's Closer's turn to do that damage. He rips through them as Ruler now in the back of this Baron pit, and look at Morgan. Yeah, he might have been adorable there when he was polymorph, but now he's flashing on your face and taking you down. The Hail again do exactly the same thing, but with Morgan on the bottom side of the map, destroying inner turrets. They spot the fact that Keen is down there to answer him as Chovy now moves in. Arrow going to connect onto the Galio here as Hype just standing forward. And the Q is going to connect from Humbug as he moves on in. I don't know about this one, Gen.G. It's a little bit scary, but they have Keen moving up a little bit earlier. Teleport's available for both of them. And they've taken over the Arakan. The ebb and flow of this fight, though, you can see now Morgan moving in, spots the teleport. Might see that this is the time. Magnus Storm this time finally working up, but the polymorph is gorgeous. Onto Morgan into the backline. He's stunned forever, but he still has access to that counter-strike. And he's still going to be feared beyond death. Closer gets in there, 4 people with the ultimate, and now Hype. Can you do it? Can you be the savior? Can you be the hero? The flash is so good, and the Bloodthirster keeps him. Bro is losing these turrets. Never mind. Hype is just gonna find Canyon. He's just dead. Okay, now a big teleport to come forward. The Emperor's Divide comes down. He's thrown into the blender quite literally. But now Humbug looking for Keen, looking for the opportunity. And Chovy, he's gone golden, but Hype is still at full health. Can he get the DPS? That's the question as Morgan. He dives in. He's got the counter-strike again, and Humbug is a monster on this Lee Sin. Chovy almost kills all of them, but in the end, it's an ace for
value. But in this extended play, this choke is flawless for Chovy and Keen. The fear is big, the taunts that come in are big, but the DPS from Hype is consistent. Those lack of sums doesn't cause an issue.
And look at Humbug now. So he's over here, gets knocked up, flashes over the wall, finds another Q.
He's just playing so well. He's just so good, honestly. And the thing is as well, because it's this tank Galio, if this was like full AP Galio that we used to have back in the day, I think Chovy would have just dominated that fight. But he almost survived a long time. He nearly did, but just the damage wasn't quite there.
There's too much DPS. There's so much DPS here. 3 items on closer, one of them being a death cap, as now Polo's trying to move them out of the way. The first arrow to miss, but Otacon goes down, so who cares if the bros are gonna die? As Closer just throws Chovy over the wall. He tries the heroic entrance and is gonna successfully do so, but he's still not in a great position because look at Hype. He's able to free hit another kick to death here from Humbug. As the bros are just taking no prisoners, man. They're all still alive. No one's sent back to base just yet, and they'll be the ones to start ripping through these turrets now.
And they're just playing so well. Gen.G want to contest Otacon, want to get over, but they just get locked into a fight where you're against the buff, you don't have hopes. But like Morgan is a demon on the back line, Hype untouchable, and Handback. This Lee Sin has been so crisp.
Yeah, this is like the best part about this, right? Is it's not that Gen.G are playing really badly and throwing and all this stuff. Bro are just playing insanely well.
Gen.G, honestly, I mean, it's Bro with some of the best lead we've seen so far in the LCK Cup. And now looking at ending the game.
Yeah, Keen is probably just dead. Wild Growth is kind of fantastic as Canyon gets into that backline, but he's going to be destroyed. No one can touch Hype right now as he is actually going to be sent back home, but there it is. Bro pick up an unprecedented 2-0. Oh, man, I mean, these damage graphs are actually very, very similar. And you saw, like, this was turning into the classic Gen.G goal graph. Around that 20-minute mark, I think we were looking forward to Game 3. And then the bros just went back-to-back fights, and it was all over from there.
And I think it's really the aggressive, just the unwillingness to lose slowly.
Yeah.
It's such a new thing for Bro, and just saying, look, we're waiting for a window.
There he is.
Really finding the angle. And yeah,
I think this makes a lot of sense given what he did in Game 1.
Oh, for sure.
And then that shuffle on the top side of the map, which was honestly game-winning.
Yeah, I mean, he made a huge play in Game 2. The game in general wasn't as active. That shuffle was massive, but Game 1, he was an absolute monster. So I think you would struggle to find someone abroad who didn't deserve it, but Closer definitely did deserve it.
He certainly did. And I'm just confused about what the power rankings are going to look like. I just know that I did my overreactions that we often like to do. We got a bit confused this year, didn't know quite when to do them, so I just asked everyone to do it a little bit early. We'll see whether we actually use them. I'm glad that I don't have Bro in last place. That's all I'm saying. As Ox is typing in, make sure that he knows what the line is. What's the line?
Oh,
I won't give it away. I won't give it away.
I'm figuring it out, you know.
Right.
Gotta get it in. Gotta get it in.
Brainstorm it.
A lot of pressure, you know. I feel like we've had this discussion where like the Korean side really amped up their game when it comes to the POM comments. So we had to amp up ours.
It's a bit of a battle, isn't it?
It is. And then like the Korean side will comment like, damn, that was a good comment. We need to step our game. It's just I think
if Helios is there though, he's so good at finding those comments. Is now we're going to throw it over to Dia for some translation of the Closer interview.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM interview translation, joined by Closer on the side of OK Savings Bank, Brion. And let's take a look at the OK Savings Bank flag, and thank you. You got the first win you desperately fought for against Gen.G. How do you feel? You know, given how powerful our opponent was, we really just came here telling ourselves, let's just do well, but I'm just so happy that we were able to win. And yeah, you put up such an amazing performance today. Gen.G is a relatively hefty team, so how are you able to pull a flawless 2-0? I think we had a really good practice session the night before. And I think we just came in with a good momentum. So I think everyone was able to play really well today. And we noticed how different OK Savings Bank Korea's team fighting is now. And based on head coach Edgar's comment, you guys just love to fight way too much. And you guys need to make some adjustments. So what was that adjustment process like? Yeah, improvement is something that we always work on. And I think our head coach actually told us that, you know, even if you die, just go in hard and fight hard and just take them down with you. And I think that's what really helped.
KS파컵 우승하셨잖아요. 디펜딩 챔피언으로서 어떤 마음가짐이나 기세에도 좀 변화가
As
있었을
the
것
defending
같습니다.
champion of KS파컵, were there any changes in the mindset of the team?
좀 너무 아쉬웠는데 그래도 이렇게
You know,
다시
yeah, we came in with a really good momentum and high spirits, but we started out with 2 losses. But I don't think we actually caved to that, and I think that's what really helped us today. And after defeating Gen.G, you have added 1 win to Group Baron. So any message to Group Baron?
죄송했는데 지금부터라도 다 같이
You know, we felt really bad and sorry for Group Baron, but I hope that this can become a turning point for all of us. And any message over to the pro leavers out there? You know, I'm sure that you guys have been worried and concerned, but I'm just thankful. Thank you so much for always supporting us. And that's the end of the interview with Closer, and back to the space. Thank you.